Well, alright, so I just want to make a little video here about WWE doing a pay-per-view in Saudi Arabia. I mean, this was just ridiculous. The way Saudi Arabia treats women, that WWE decides to go there. So I hear that they're not even going to allow the women to wrestle. So why would you go there in the first place? Would you go to a venue that doesn't allow black people to wrestle? No, you wouldn't. So why are we going to Saudi Arabia? They're like, oh, I'm watching the show on the network, which you pay money to see a pay-per-view that's located in a place, in a sexist country that doesn't allow the divas to wrestle. I mean, what a slap in the face. If I was one of the diva wrestlers, I would be pretty damn pissed off right now. So throughout the entire pay-per-view, I see some moments where Cena's like, oh, we thank Saudi Arabia for hosting us. They're such a great country, and this is so awesome. And they're talking about how Saudi Arabia is really advancing, themselves to be a more open country. Like, what the fuck are you talking? How are they a more open country when they're not even allowing women to wrestle now? Okay, if they're going to allow them to wrestle down the line, then go there down the line. But until they, stop preventing women from wrestling or being part of entertainment like men are, then don't go there. It's as simple as that. So and then I saw they apologized. They apologized. Saudi Arabia apologizes because apparently women were exposed in an indecent way on television. I mean, get the fuck out of here with that bullshit. I mean, this is ridiculous. WWE really fucked up big time by going to Saudi Arabia. And for what purpose? Who did this benefit? Nobody. They aired a pay-per-view at 12 o'clock on a Friday. Who the fuck has time to watch that at that time? Nobody, because most normal people are working. Vince McMahon obviously doesn't think that. So they apologized. What the fuck is that? Oh, were they showing an arm? Were their legs showing? What was their shins showing? I mean, this is ridiculous. Oh my god, the girl has a little bit of cleavage. Oh my god, call the police, arrest her, throw her in jail. It's ridiculous, and it's really sickening too. It's. I thought women were allowed to vote 100 years ago, but we're still having these problems in the world. It's sickening that we're still having these problems in the world, and it's even more sickening that WWE decides to hold an event at a place that doesn't allow their women to wrestle. Oh yeah, just stay home, don't rest, don't worry about it, it's fine. But it's actually a good thing though that the women aren't allowed to wrestle though, because they're Saudi Arabia is advancing forward, so this is a positive thing, guys. That's their argument. The crowd was terrible, by the way. I mean, just terrible. There hardly any reactions at all. Terrible. So a big mistake here by WWE, and it's really like I said, a slap in the face to the women who wrestle. And they talk about the women's revolution. Though they hype this up and they say, how positive the women's revolution is to furthering women in wrestling. Well, how is this furthering women in wrestling where they're not even allowed to wrestle? So it made me want to vomit, though. I mean, serious. I'm not just saying this because I hate WWE, but again, they preach all this women's revolution bullshit, and then to go and wrestle at a place that prohibits women from wrestling. I felt like I was back again. You compare this to the fucking 1960s civil rights era, where businesses wouldn't allow black people in, or they would have separate water fountains for black people. I mean, it's sickening. It makes you want to throw up. And I don't understand why WWE goes and participates in an event like this. And then not only participates, but then they make a whole segment and they praise Saudi Arabia because they're advancing forward. It makes me want to puke. So again, here's WWE being dumbasses again and embarrassing themselves. So there you go, people. Great job, WWE, for going to a place that's sexist and that violates human rights. So there you go, people.